What y'all got going on, man? What's good? What's good? Let's talk about this Alabama thing, man. What happened in Alabama, man? What happened in Alabama? Let's go, man. Y'all get in here, man. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. Let's see what we can come up with. What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's see what we can come up with, man. Let's go. Let's talk about this Alabama, man. They had a free world brawl. Oh man, what this shit coming to, man? Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do some numbers, man. Let's go. We're gonna talk about this Alabama shit, man. I told y'all, man. What's good, man? That shit ain't gonna never change. It's gonna always be us against them. Oh, that shit's so real, man. Y'all seen some real shit today. Y'all seen some real shit today, man. And that's real, man. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all remember hit that like button when you come in here, man. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Yep. Let's go, man. Let me see what time it is, man. 7:13. I got a little time to blow, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. We've been in 2 minutes, man. Let's go. Let's see what we can come up with, man. We're gonna talk about this Alabama shit, man. See what happened down in the day, man. Yeah. Let me see what's going on, man. Y'all give me the backdrop on this shit, man. See if we can speak to it. So we can see what happened down there in Alabama. That shit blew me away when I seen motherfuckers swimming across the water to fight. That just shows you, man. In time of need, unity will show up, man. What's up, Timothy? It's always 100, man. Really 110, man. It was 110 today. You seen him swimming across that water, so it was 110 today. He was trying to get there, man. He had a number to get to, man. Y'all remember hit that like button, man. That's real. Hit that like button, man. We're gonna go down through that today. I need some opinions. I need some facts. What's that? So the sound, so that was a good look, huh? We need more of them type of looks, man. When it's necessary, though, man. Only when it's necessary, man. We don't need that shit if it ain't necessary, man. We've been getting pushed around way too long, man. Shit finally showed up today, man. But that's what you call gets tired of being sick and tired, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be us all the time, man. And that's for real. So we stood up today, man. It could have been worse. It would have been worse if they had some real motherfuckers out there that was gonna put some real work in. But as you can see, they just had a whole bunch of old men out there, man. But they still showed up when it was time to show up. So we're gonna give a shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna condone no violence, man. In other words, we don't want no smoke, but we ain't running from none either. And that's for real. Yeah, man. Say, I ain't never ever seen a motherfucker swim across the water for some work, man. The man was swimming across the water to put some work in, man. And at the age he is, that just show you how dedicated he is to the color of his skin, man. Man was 16 years old swimming across the water, man, trying to get there, man. You know what I'm saying? So uh it's a prime example, man, that all youngsters ain't stupid, man. Today you seen he stood for something, man. In other words, he knew one thing. If he don't stand for something, he'll fall for anything. He wasn't gonna stand for that shit today though. No, not today. Maybe on some other day he would have stood for it, but it wasn't gonna be today. And that's for real, man. Hit that like button, man. I'll be back, man. Y'all come on in here, man. Quit playing. Let's go, man. Y'all already know what to do. Ain't no doubt, man. That's why I just said what I said. I ain't gonna never condone no just unnecessary ass violence, man. But sometimes you gotta stand up for what you believe in, man. You know, uh, there's too many people been getting pushed around their whole life, man. But shit, not in Alabama. Hey, what's so cold about it was this here, man. Little known fact, man, on that same dock right there, man. If y'all ain't been paying attention, man, you know what I'm saying? That there's a lot of ancestors that were sold on that same dock, man. Right there. Used to parade them through that downtown and make it through that dock right there and sell them off, man. So, history kind of repeated itself today, man. But the only thing different was today, it started out on one side, but ended on the other side, man. Like I said, could have been a lot worse if the right people were there. You know, just so happened it was a lot of older guys there that wasn't really active like that. But if you'd have had them youngsters down there that don't stop in them, shit could have got real ugly, man. Real ugly, real quick. But they still took care of the business, man. And like I said, salute to them. And whoever went to jail, I hope all of them got out of jail, man. You know, it just was something to stand up for today, man. You know. And if anybody was watching, man, y'all seen what happened, man. Because the only thing that messed me up about that, man, is that if it had been black starting that shit, they'd still been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me, man, we got a lot of work to do, man. That fucking racism ain't going nowhere for a long time. We still got work to do. We still ain't caught up yet. Because like I said, if it had been blacks down there on that motherfucking dock starting that shit, it would have never ever finished talking about it. That shit would still been on the news right now today talking about it. But it is what it is, man. You know, we got a lot of work to do, man, but we on our way though. So y'all just keep your head up and stay solid, man. And if you ever see a situation like that, guess what? Oh, ain't no doubt. Yeah, hey man, we scratching, man. The surface been scratched, man. That motherfucker, it's ain't no ceiling that's high right now, man. They reachable, man. But you got to understand one thing, though, man. You got to know when you called on, though. See, today, people knew they was called on. Whenever you see people swimming across the water to get over there to bring some assistance, they know their purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to be that age, that shows, man. Guess what? You got to give a big shout out to whoever raising that kid, man. Cause a grown man didn't even jump in the water to get over there to try to see what was going on. You had a kid doing it, man. So shout out to that 16-year-old, man. If you keep standing up like that, man, you have a bright future, man. But once again, we ain't gonna ever condone no violence, man, because it could have got real ugly, man. We already know gonna get the backdrop of that shit, man, because that's what they think we're about anyway. But the day we stood up, man. So a little known fact, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no killers, but don't push us. Yeah, that's for real, man. Let's go, man. We just started, man. We ain't been here for 9 minutes. We just started this shit, man. Y'all get it here, man, so we can see what's going on. Like I said, man, It's 7:21, man. I just showed up, so I know y'all ought to show up, man. Let's go, man. Let's do some numbers tonight, man. We got some shit to talk about. I'll be back. Look at look what I got on the screen in the background right here, man. I stay knowledgeable, man. Never forgetting where I come from, never forgetting who I am, man, regardless of the fact, man. But I know one thing, I ain't ignorant by far. So y'all stay down for yourself, man. Don't let nobody else tell you different, man. And that's real. And that ain't got nothing to do with you being racist or none of that shit. That's just understanding who you are and what you're a part of, man. But at the end of the day, man, guess what? We still got a lot of work to do, man. Because that brief moment that we shared up in Alabama, man, that need that need to stay solid like that, man. Don't let that shit flip back over, man, and you go right in the streets and kill a person of your own kind. That's annihilating, man. We can't do that, man. That's genocide to the people that's the same color you are, man. That's what we got to work on, man. That's the most important part. You got to work on that shit, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, it's all right to agree to disagree, man. But live to see another day, man. That's the most important thing, man. You live to see another day and understand that every motherfucking situation ain't detrimental, man. And that's real, man. We can all come through the struggle together, man, and understand that you ain't got to kill the motherfucker that's sitting next to you or the motherfucker the same color you is, man. It's already enough of that shit going on. And you already see one thing. They don't give a damn about you. Man at work, he putting in work and they still jump on him. And that's real. And I will say this, man. Uh, you know, they killed Jesus Christ. And you think they gonna give a damn about you? Hell no. They gonna nail you to the cross, man. That's why I always tell y'all, man, understand, man, that we living in today's times, man, where this world is not a utopian world, man. You got to understand, man, that uh people will try you. They will try you, man. They don't give a fuck about you at work, not at work, none of that shit. They do not respect the opposite race, which is this shit right here, man. It's 2023, and we still got to take this shit. You still got to earn your respect, man. So we just not scratching the surface, man. We got a long way to go, man. But respect what respect you, man. Support what support you, man. And I know everything in society, man, ain't for you. It ain't for me either. But I will say this, man, that uh I seen a lot of blacks, man, holding phones up, getting content, right? Getting content. That's the shit that pissed me off. Versus being over there supporting the cause, the first thing you do is take your fucking phone out and being able to show the shit off to another black man that's getting stomped by five white individuals. You want to take your phone out and jump up and down and holler like you at a fucking football game instead of being in support of what the fuck is going on, man. That's what I'm saying. That's where we got to get better at, man. It's time for everything, man. And for the brothers that showed up to support this brother, man, that's who get a big salute. Fuck the phone. Fuck if I know him. That didn't matter. That's what we got to be on, man. It ain't all about content all the time, man. It ain't all about showing a motherfucker, oh, look what happened. Oh, they stomped him. Oh, they stomped him. Because guess what? If that had been a black on black, you don't even want to be involved. You're going to turn your motherfucking head. And that's for real. Yeah. So, man, look, leave the phones alone, man. And I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. But I will say this, man, that you got to understand, man, it's all right to record, but sometimes a motherfucker need assistance. And your best assistance for the day was being right there in the moment, helping a motherfucker. Oh, ain't no doubt. Salute, man. I already told you, man. I'm not racist by far, man. And we've came a long way, man, to where it's a lot of white individuals understand that in some situations, man, blacks are outnumbered. So yes, you're gonna have white boys, Mexicans, and any other race join in because, like I said, right is right, wrong is wrong. And them motherfuckers out of Alabama was wrong. A man at work trying to provide for his fucking family, and you pull this big ass motherfucking boat up here and you refuse to move it. Now picture this here. If that had been some blacks driving that same boat and pulled it up there and refused to move it, they'd have had every motherfucker and their mama on deck trying to make something happen. But you got to understand when you go down there in that part of Alabama, that shit is still dry and uncut, man, because they got a lot of rural areas down there, man. It's tough out there, man. You ain't gonna see blacks in certain part of Alabama. They still fucking racist, straight up, still, and it showed today. You can't make me believe that. And check this out. You had five white guys on one black guy, right? And they did the best they could to bring or inflict pain or whatever they want to try to do today. But I seen the man when he got up, all I seen was his motherfucking shirt was ruffled up, no blood, no nothing. So that let me know one thing that the five guys that jumped on him was weak as a motherfucker. They didn't inflict no pain because anytime, let's put this shit in reverse. If you got five blacks jumping on a white boy, right? His ass gonna be hugged out. And I'm just getting it raw. Cause he gonna get stomped out. He ain't gonna be able to walk away like the black man did. He ain't gonna be able to do that. But once again, like I said, you didn't have the younger generation, black or white, dying there. So it was a lot of old people that was active. And shout out to the motherfucking women that stood their ground too. So they came in support of the brother that was getting jumped on, right? But like I say, man, we got a lot of work to do, man. But we got to understand, man, when to bring that fucking phone out and when to put that shit in your pocket. The shit ain't for everything, man. This content shit is going wild, man. It's the first thing a motherfucker do when somebody's in trouble. They reach for their phone. Oh, I got to record this. Everybody always wants to show the shit off. Everybody always want to show the bad shit off. Everything that's bad, you want to show it off. But the good shit and the good conversation, you don't want to show that shit off. That's why I always say motherfuckers always looking for the train wreck. They looking for the train wreck. They don't care about how many people survive. They want to announce how many people died. The same way the news. They do the same shit. If it's something good going on, they ain't gonna broadcast that shit. They ain't gonna put it nowhere in the mix. But let somebody get shot up, killed, ran over, that shit gonna be all over everywhere, right? Same shit with this shit in Alabama. It ain't everywhere due to the fact because it was white boys jumping on blacks. So the mainstream media is still racist as fuck. And we all know that, man. And I ain't even trying to sugarcoat the shit. Not today, I ain't. Yeah. No, I ain't trying to sugarcoat today. The mainstream media is racist as fuck. A lot of them. That's the reason why it didn't get reported like it should have been reported, right? But what I'm curious to see is how many of the white boys go to jail. Yeah, I'm curious to see that. But what they did do, they fucking showed that guy hitting that lady in the head with that chair multiples of times, making sure that his motherfucking face is seen and he get picked up for a motherfucking aggravated assault with a chair. And the guy that throws the lady in the water, he gonna get picked up too. Why? Because he tossed the motherfucker in the water. Don't know if the lady could swim or not, right? Like I said, once again, I don't condone violence, but I am allowed to speak on the shit after it happened, right? It's the same way the motherfucking me, the main network, speaking on the shit, showing the shit. I'm just saying, but not showing enough of the shit. Everything that was getting shown today, I seen it on the black network. I seen it on this social media from guys that have black social media platform. Shout out my boy Dewberry, man, for speaking on it this morning, man. Shout out Ant. Yeah, real spirit. But without that, it would have never got spoke on in a way that it needed to be spoke on. So now here it is, hours later, and I'm doing the same shit. I'm speaking on it. Why? Because ain't no fucking way in the world I could have been down there on that boat when that black dude getting jumped on by five white dudes, and I'm gonna take my fucking phone out. It ain't nothing to record. It's go time. It's go time. Ain't no guns involved, so you had no reason to be scared. It's go time. But it's so many motherfucking blacks in society today, man. It's so terrified of standing up for the right motherfucking cause. It's pitiful, man. That shit is pitiful. But back when it was real motherfucking racism up in your face, motherfuckers was getting sprayed with water hose, dogs released on them, and they still stood tall, going to jail and everything. But these motherfuckers in the 2023, they terrified to go to jail. And that's for real. Oh, we ain't no doubt, man. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You know what? That's the only thing that fucks me up, man. That we gonna ride on each other. We gonna ride on each other. We gonna rag on each other. We even gonna kill each other. That's point blank range. Ain't no doubt about that. That's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is this: is that we are so prone to taking the fucking phone out and recording a black man getting jumped on by five white guys. What part of that shit you don't get that it's go time? It ain't record time, it's go time. You had a fucking 16-year-old swimming across the water to bring some assistance while all the grown folks with a fucking camera and showing that shit. What's up, 448? Yeah, you had all the grown folks trying to record some shit. All the grown people is yelling and hollering, trying to record some shit, and you got a kid swimming across the water. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, man. That shit got to stop, man. That shit got to stop. That shit got to stop, man. That shit is pitiful, man. Yeah. And like I say, I could have spoke on this shit earlier. I could have spoke on it earlier. But at the end of the day, man, uh, I want to see how long the real mainstream media was gonna run this shit, or were they gonna sugarcoat it? And just like I figured, they gonna sugarcoat it, and it ain't gonna get the coverage that it's supposed to get. And tomorrow you won't hear shit else about it. But let that be five black dudes on the motherfucking dock in Alabama beating a white man down Oh, that shit gonna show for the next 3, 4 months. They gonna get prosecuted. It's gonna all type of shit gonna show up. All type of shit gonna show up. And all the black folks gonna do is take out the motherfucking camera phone. I'm sick of that shit, man. Y'all got to do better than that, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna be satisfied till the shit hit home. Because it just showed to the day. Man went to work, showing up for work, to doing his motherfucking job, and all of a sudden, he gets the free ass whooping for free. He ain't even asked for that ass whooping. He got one though for free on the same motherfucking dock that they sold the slaves on. That shit ain't ironic. Y'all better fucking wake up. Ain't nothing coincidence about that shit. They still see pictures and films on this fucking dock where black men, black women, black kids were sold at. You think they don't see that shit? Do y'all actually think that the men that was beating this black man down don't know the shit that went on that dock? They was paraded through the streets, brought to that fucking dock, and sold. Come on, man. Of course, y'all ain't gonna know that shit because if y'all knew the significance of the situation, you'd have brought some assistance to the guy that was getting beat down. In your mind, you would have knew how serious that shit was, the seriousness of the situation, and why? Because where it was happening at. But I know y'all didn't know that until they started talking about it on the news. Y'all didn't know that shit. I'm talking to the black folks. Y'all didn't know your fucking ancestors were sold on this motherfucking goddamn me platform. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that they was paraded through the streets and brought to that very platform and sold off. Y'all didn't know that until today. But y'all so quick to put this motherfucking phone up here and record a man at his demise getting beat down. And a 16-year-old got to swim across the water for some fucking assistance while all the motherfucking grown folks is jumping up and down, hollering and yelling. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Come on, man. Come on. We got to do better than that. You got to do better than that, people. And that's for real. Yep. We got to do better than that. And mark my word, this shit right here will be gone next week. It'll be gone next week. And some of the white guys, if not all of them, they'll be out of jail. But you never know what kind of position the black people in because y'all already know how that shit happen. Is this. You don't never save no motherfucking money because you think it's goddamn me that you ain't gonna never have to use it. And that's real spill. Yeah. But it did what it did today. At least that shows how far we've came in Alabama. We stood up. And that's real, man. But anyway, man, I just thought I'd tap in, man. Just to let you know, man, that this shit ain't over. We still got a lot of work to put in. And if you think that Alabama ain't still racist, you got another thing coming. And that's for real. And it don't mean you racist. It don't mean you racist. Or it don't mean you prejudiced. Because we all racist and prejudiced in some form or fashion. You know, all that shit come in different ways, man, you know. Because if you say you like something, I say I don't like something, that means I'm racist or prejudiced against whatever you like, whether it be a football team, whether it be any kind of team. So it's just how you draw that shit up. So be careful on what you hear coming from me. I'm just a messenger, man. I ain't nothing but a messenger, man. And I only come to deliver the message every now and then. But when I do deliver this motherfucker, it's gonna be 110 all the way across. And that's for real. Yeah, that's for real. So man, what else happened today? What else happened today? What happened in y'all fucking life today? I'm gonna tell you what happened in my life. I went and got a check and came on back in. But I could have been on that boat getting my ass whooped by them five white boys while all the black folks would have been having their fucking camera out and just recording the motherfucker.